Good morning and welcome to Little by Little, a short time in God's Word. Today, April 21st. In our readings, we got 1 Samuel 24, Psalms 57, 58, 1 Chronicles 8, and Matthew chapter 8. I'm going to start in 1 Samuel chapter 24 just for a moment, and then we'll probably go over to Matthew chapter 8. 1 Samuel chapter 24, there's an instance where in this season, Saul is chasing after David to kill him. And so he takes 3,000 men, verse 2, and he goes into a cave to relieve himself, it tells us, verse 3. And they were in the back part of the cave, David and his men, and they said, "Here's the day which the Lord said to you, behold," verse 4, "I will give your enemy into your hand, and you shall do to him as it seems good to you." And David rose and stealthily cut off a corner of Saul's robe. And afterward, David's heart struck him because he had cut off a corner of Saul's robe. And he said to his men, "The Lord forbid that I should do this thing to my Lord, the Lord's anointed, to put out my hand against him, seeing he is the Lord's anointed." So they persuaded the men and didn't permit them to attack Saul. And then Saul left. And so afterward, a little time goes by, they get away. Verse 8, David rose and went out of the cave and called after Saul, "My Lord the king." When Saul looked behind him, David bowed with his face to the earth and paid homage. And David said to Saul, "Why do you listen to the words of men who say, 'Behold, David seeks your harm'? Behold, this day your eyes have seen how the Lord gave you today in my hand in the cave. Some told me to kill you, but I spared you. I said, I will not put my hand against the Lord, for he is the Lord's anointed. See, my father, see the corner of your robe in my hand? The fact that I cut off the corner of your robe and did not kill you, you may know and see that there's no wrong or treason in my hands. I've not sinned against you, though you hunt to take my life. May the Lord judge between me and you. May the Lord avenge me against you, but my hand shall not be against you." And he continues on to kind of state his case. And it's fascinating when you kind of read what is happening there in David and what things he is learning through this process. What things his men are learning about David and about what it means to be a follower of God. Not just once in a while, but ongoing, and how to live and to honor those that God raises up. And it's fascinating. And so when we get to Matthew chapter 8, it's one of those passages from verse 5 through 13 where Jesus talks about great faith. And it's the faith of the centurion. It says Jesus was amazed. It says, "I've not found anyone in Israel with so great a faith." And what it tells us, being Gentiles, is that we can have faith. There's not some club that you have to be a part of, and there's some inner road that, secret society. The door is open. And God gives faith, and he desires for us to take steps of faith, to trust him by faith, and to receive what he has for us by faith. He can do anything. It may be like the centurion. We just need to ask. And we'll watch and see what he will do. Till next time, keep growing little by little.